Good morning. We'll continue with the next sum here. So in the last class we have completed the petty cash book and simple cash book. Now we are going for the bank column with the cash book, means that is double column cash book. So record the following transactions in bank column cash book for the December. Means here both we are preparing here, both columns of cash and the bank will be there in the same account. Okay, before we begin this account here, there is something called as the contra entries will come here. Now first we should know what do you mean by contra entries when you prepare now double column cash book. Now contra means the entries which comes on the both the side of the account. Now you must have seen earlier that here any entry it will appear only one side. When we say purchases cash is going, credit side we entered, or when we say as a sales cash coming we entered in the debit side. But whereas here contra entries are the entries, there are some two entries we call here. So that is what here we call as cash deposited into bank. So cash deposited into bank or cash withdrawn from bank. These are the two transactions where this entry will be shown both the side of the cash book. Okay, cash deposited into the bank. What is the journal entry for this here? Cash is going, bank is a receiver, right? So we entry we will write as a bank account debtor to cash account will be the transaction, right? For this cash deposited into the bank means both the side we have cash bank or bank cash will be there. So now when you see the second point, cash withdrawn from bank means cash is coming, correct? So at this time here cash becomes as a debit here, cash account debtor to bank account. In this only circumstance where debit and credit we have only cash bank or the bank cash, then these entries we call as a contra entries. So these entries will appear both the side of your cash book. That's why we call these entries as the contra entries. Now we'll start this sum now here. So now how to prepare this particular double column cash book. It is the same rule, cash coming will be the debit side, cash going will be in the credit side. Now see here started business with cash. Now cash is coming, debit side, cash column. Deposited into a bank is there. Now deposited into the bank means we are, now this entry as we said now it comes as the contra entry. So we have to show this part and the contra entry we have to show it. The next part we have received cash from Rahul. So received cash means cash is coming debit side. Bought goods for cash, cash is going credit side. Bought goods by check, right? We are paying through the check, again check is going, it's a credit side here. Then paid to Shyam by cash, cash is going debit credit side. Due from bank for office use. Now it is like withdrawn from the bank. This is a contra entry both the side. Rent paid by check, so it is check is going credit side we have to enter. Now we will see now how to prepare this account here. Now if you see here the number of accounts we have to prepare now. So the first we have the same full page we occupy both the side of your account here. So you must have seen here we have here date, particulars column we have, LF column, cash column, bank column. Then date, LF, particulars, cash column and bank column. So this is your debit side part, this is your credit part of your account. But if you see here we have cash, bank we have, as well as cash and bank means debit side of the cash, credit side of the cash, debit side of the bank, credit side of the bank. So that's how we call as a two column cash book or double column cash book. Okay. The first transaction is started business, right? Cash is coming beside to capital account. That's why in the cash column we entered. Now second point if you see here, second is given as deposited into bank. I told you that is a contra entry, right? So cash deposited into bank. So what is the journal entry for this? Bank account debtor to cash account. So how to post this on both the side. Now what is there now? To we have the cash, right? See here we have entered as to cash. What is the remaining? By bank is there. So we'll write here by bank. So one more point you should remember, when you write as to cash, amount should be written in the bank column. When we write as a by bank, amount should be written in the cash column. I'll repeat here. So contra entry is the entries which appears on the both the side of the cash book. Now cash deposited into bank, it is a contra entry. Now see here, cash deposited means what is a journal entry? Bank account to cash account. 2 is which side here? Debit side. So 2 cash is there, right here the debit side. Bank is there, that by bank we write in the credit side. So same thing, I have written 2 cash here and by bank. But amount only, when we write as a cash, amount will be in the bank column. When we write as a by bank, amount will be in the cash column. Okay. The next one is received is there given here. So when you receive the cash, write the debit side to Rahul account 1000. We receive the cash. Then next we have as a bought goods here. So by purchases, so write in the cash column. Okay. The next we have as purchased and paid by check. Bought goods paid by check means that goes through the bank, right? It is going out. That's why here by purchases we wrote in the bank column. Whenever we make through the check, we will write in the bank column. We are receiving the check, debit side. Paying the check, it will be in the credit side. Then Sham, paid to the Sham is given, cash 20,000, 20,000 in that we have entered here. Then the next date it's given again, there is a one contra entry is there, right? Cash withdrawn from bank is given. Cash withdrawn from bank means what is the entry? Cash is coming, no? Cash account data to bank account. Now to bank means where we should write debit side. By cash means we should write in the credit side. Amount we should write in the opposite side, right? So that's why here entered as to bank account. When you write here bank, amount should be in the cash column. When we write as here by cash, amount should be in the bank column. Okay. The next rent paid is given. So rent paid by check. So by rent account 1000. Now we posted the amounts. Now there are 4 amounts column we have, right? So here there is a 1 amount, 2 columns we have. Here also we have. Now which one to compare here? This cash to this cash we have to compare. This bank to this bank we have to compare. Now first we will add now all the 4 columns we will add here, and we will see how to do balancing of this particular account. First let's add this account. Now if we add now here, first we will go to the cash and bank separately we will add. Now the cash here. Cash we have how many columns we have? Debit column is there, credit column is there. Now debit column total we got as 83,000. Credit side we got the total of 78,000. Which is a debit, which is a credit for the cash? Cash here we have. So this is the debit side, this is your credit side. Same way for the bank, this is the debit. For bank, this is the credit. So here if we add and subtract, remaining amount we got here as a 5,000. Bank also debit 50,000, credit 13,000. If we subtract, we got as a 37,000. Now which side we have more? Debit side we have for the both the column is a highest. Which side is a less amount? Credit side. Now this 5,000, 37,000 we call as the balance carried down. Now how to do it? Now first we'll go to the totaling up. Now total column always we have to write the highest amount we should write, no? So that's why highest amount is 83,000. For the cash 83, for the bank it is 50,000. Again for the cash it is 83, for the bank it is 50,000. Then we got the remaining balance, so above the total by balance carried down 5,000, 37,000. Okay, the same carried down will come here as to balance brought down 5,000, 37,000. Hope you are clear with this. Okay, once again go through it. So totaling up here, we total up separately cash and the bank. Cash we have 2 columns, bank we have 2 columns. So separately we add here cash totals here, bank columns, bank totals. Which is the highest here? Debit is highest for the both. So highest will become as your total value. So total column amount always the highest figure. Which is the highest figure in this here? 83. In this highest figure 50. Okay, where do we have the less amount here? Credit side we have the less amount. So that's why here balance carried on. What is the meaning here? So remaining still the cash, how much is remaining with us here? 5,000. Bank, how much is remaining now? 37,000. That is what we are finding out, and we are showing as a balance remaining.